Sportsman of North America, your ticket to the outdoors, is proudly taking you into extreme hunting excitement and adventures that dreams are made of.
If you don't like those traffic lights and those crowded streets, grab your boat or fishing pole and take a ride with me. We're heading to a place with a lot of space, good old boys can roam. We're leaving behind all the dirt and crime from the cities we call home. We're coming to a place with mountains and lakes where the deer and big bass play. We're kneeling down to touch the ground as we are giving grace. Join me today and together we'll say, let's grab our gear and go to the waters and the land that we understand and call our second home. Sportsman of North America, can you hear the call? Oh yeah! We tip our hat to the great...
Join host Heath Painter, co-host Mike McCabe, and Sportsman of North America's founder Keith Powell for extreme hunting excitement.
Folks, welcome to this week's show. I'm Mike McCabe.
And I'm Heath Painter.
And this week, Heath, we're headed to Mexico chasing big whitetail bucks.
That's right, man. I tell you what, you were on the trip as well as Keith Powell.
Yeah.
We had two of our SNA winners go down with you.
And I tell you what, two nice bucks.
Two slammer bucks.
Absolutely.
Down in Mexico.
You wouldn't think it, but they've got some awesome animals down there.
That's right. Well, let's get right to the action right here on Sportsman of North America.
Anytime you pick up a bow and set your sights on white-tailed deer, you've taken on the challenge. A challenge of what could be some in-your-face excitement, but more likely, major disappointments. Archery hunting as a whole is a huge undertaking. Finding the right equipment, setting up the bow, tuning and practicing with your setup, honing in your skills to place a razor-tipped arrow into its mark. All of that is fine and dandy. Now, add in the major factor, the quarry. Bow hunters must get in close to be successful. Big game animals have what it takes to live another day and make it through the constant barrage of predator attacks. White-tailed deer are definitely no exception. Their keen sense of smell will pinpoint a hunter from hundreds of yards away, and their hearing is second to none. On cold, crisp days, white-tailed deer can hear every maple leaf that falls to the ground and every creak of the bow being pulled back. This week on Sportsman of North America, we're taking on the challenge, a challenge that's taking us south of the border into Old Mexico. That's right, white-tailed deer hunting just over the Texas border and to some of North America's best deer hunting around. Sportsman of North America's founder, Keith Powell, is taking two of our lucky winners into the action. Action that puts giant whitetails in front of our SNA winners. Keith also finds a honey hole and scores on a monster management buck that he's been chasing for 2 years. SNA's Mike McCabe takes on the Mexico Challenge 2 with monster trophy bucks taunting him just outside the blind. Anywhere you go, whitetail strategy pretty much stays the same. Be where the deer want to go. In Mexico, it's no different. A Texas-style feeding station has the same effect as a Midwest food plot. Deer want to be there. Tactics and strategies are made based on deer movement to and from the feeding stations. And during the rut, the huge bucks that have been laying dormant in some deep remote cave somewhere emerge, chasing the hot does, looking for Mrs. Right. White-tailed deer have the uncanny ability to adapt, even in what seems like a harsh desert where everything will either stick, prick, or bite you. These Mexican white-tail bucks grow big, I mean real big, heavy mast and long tines, with the same genetics as a South Texas whitetail. These impressive bucks go well into Boone and Crockett with scores of 180 inches and above. And non-typical bucks are also very common. SNA's J.D. Woods took home an awesome whitetail buck from Mexico with some crazy action going on, drop tine and all. Keith Powell has been chasing a huge management buck for 2 years on this same ranch. Watch closely and you'll see the tall racked buck Keith is after cutting through behind these other deer. He's an impressive management buck.
I started hunting Mexico a couple of years ago, and I tell you, I've always seen, the TV shows about Mexico and the wide rack deer of Mexico, a lot like South Texas, but there seems to always be something special about Mexico, and I tell you what, I got to learn that firsthand. Back in '06, I got to go on a management hunt in Mexico, and it was an unbelievable experience for me. The deer in Mexico are a lot different than other areas where I've hunted. I keep telling people it's like they're so wild that they're tame. It's not like in the Midwest where you have lots of roads surrounding small woodlots. This is huge acreage and very few roads, and these animals, they don't see human beings very often, so it's different. They're not scared of you as much, and so they're out doing more of what they do in Mexico than, say, in the Midwest or somewhere else, because they're not having to hide from the pressure. They're not having to worry about the pressure.
We'll be right back after the break with more whitetail action in Mexico. Sportsman of North America is proudly brought to you by Sportsman's Warehouse, Trijicon, Camoskins.com, Grim Reaper Broadheads, Ducks Deer Scents, Trophy Taker, Montana Decoys, Rivers West, Sportsman of North America Hunting Club, and these other fine sponsors. Sportsman of North America Hunting Club. Bring home the excitement today. It's your ticket to the outdoors. Stick around. We have more exciting adventure when we return.
Some people ask why. Why wake up at 4 a.m.? To get dirty, brave the cold morning air, and hike for miles. Just to be here in this moment. Sportsman's Warehouse, America's premier outfitter. You get it. So do we.
Up there, by the edge. I'm on him. Wait till he turns. When you're ready. Great shot! Oh, man.
Brilliant aiming solutions. Trijicon.
Sportsman of North America, your ticket to the outdoors. A place where real people like you realize their dreams of excitement, adventure, and destinations never thought possible. Real people, real places, and real winners. Go to sportsmanna.com and join the excitement today. Adventure awaits you. Sportsman of North America, come and join us.
If you guys haven't joined the club yet, you need to. It's a great organization.
If you love to watch fast-paced hunting and lots of excitement, then you need to check out the new Sportsman of North America's Your Ticket to the Outdoors DVD. Extreme hunting from all over North America. Moose, elk, whitetail, and more. Let Sportsman of North America take you into adventure with the new DVD, Your Ticket to the Outdoors. Go to the sportsmanna.com website to find out how you can get yours today. Sportsman of North America, your ticket to the outdoors. Welcome back to Sportsman of North America. This segment is brought to you by Sportsman's Warehouse, America's premier outfitter. You're watching Sportsman of North America. SNA's Mike McCabe has found a big buck hideout down in Mexico, where he's on a management hunt for 8-point bucks that are not going to get any bigger and need to be taken out of the gene pool. White-tailed deer get huge down in Mexico. Giant dark racks are common, but like everywhere else, large mature bucks seem to vanish into the thick dark timber, or in this case, the thick and nasty brush, only to emerge as if they're a gray ghost drifting through the brush country, giving a bow hunter a quick glimpse of his monstrous-sized rack. Here, Mike McCabe is taunted by a huge main-framed 8-point that has decided to grow a few extra points, taking him out of the management buck category. Mike is forced to just sit and watch as this magnificent buck checks each doe for some action. Sportsmen of North America's winners have found what they've come to Mexico for: giant Mexican white-tailed bucks. Todd Gorton's buck didn't go far after being hit with his 300 Win Mag, placing Todd over his buck. SNA Hunt winner Dennis Hendricks also had a run-in with a monster-sized 8-point, and one bullet put the giant down. Keith Powell is back into action. He's found the tall racked buck he's been hunting for 2 years. And until now, the buck has stayed far out of Keith's archery range. Let's join Keith on his bow hunt down in Mexico.
I tell you what, because we're hunting on the ground in Mexico, I'm up close and personal to these animals, and I'm learning a lot about whitetail deer. And I tell you what, it's so neat to get to experience the snort wheezes, the grunts, the fighting, unbelievable fighting in Mexico. The buck to doe ratio on the ranches that we've been hunting is high. And so there's a lot of competition for the does and a lot of fighting, a lot of snort wheezing, a lot of grunting, just a lot about what whitetail do. And it's a great experience. I tell you what, and to be 15, 20, 25, 30 yards from these animals as they're doing this is a great experience. I got to go on a management hunt at this particular ranch in Mexico back in '06. I tell you what, it was a great experience, and they had lots of great management deer and a lot of great trophy deer. But I was after one specific deer. It was a really tall, really heavy 8-pointer. I tell you what, it was a really neat looking deer, and he never did really give us an opportunity, although I did see him almost every day. He just never would get close. And so we saw a lot of other management deer, and I ended up taking 2 really nice deer that year. And I left Mexico with 2 nice deer, but thinking maybe next year I'll get to come back and hunt that big 8-point with the big bases and the tall rack. We got invited back to the ranch as I was hoping we would. I tell you what, it's an unbelievable ranch, unbelievable deer. I've seen the biggest deer I've ever seen in my life. The management deer or trophy size quality deer anywhere in the world. I tell you what, it's a great opportunity for me to get to come down there and hunt. So I was hoping, I left a little unfinished business with this big 8-point with big heavy bases and a tall rack last year, and I was hoping that he would still be around this year. I tell you what, folks, as luck would have it, on our very first sit, after going out and setting our pop-up blind in the area where my good friend Mac Hay had seen the deer, here he comes. I tell you what, my heart starts pounding. I look at Mac and I say, Mac, I'm going to get a shot. My 2-year quest is about to come true.
We got him. Mike, that's that deer. That's that deer from last year that I wanted. That big, old, huge, heavy, old, tall rack. That deer right there is, I'm talking high tower. He's got great bases. Well, he likes and tines. He's got everything else. He's got mass. He's got height. That is an awesome deer. I saw that.
We'll join back up with Keith and his recovery of this awesome management buck right after the break. Sportsman of North America, your ticket to the outdoors, the destination for awesome prizes, cool gear, and outdoor excursion giveaways. Visit us online at sportsmanna.com and register for our grand prize giveaway. You don't have to be a member to win, and best of all, it's free. Come and see what these SNA winners are talking about. Don't miss out. Register today at sportsmanna.com, where Sportsman of North America is your ticket to the outdoors. If you love to watch fast-paced hunting and lots of excitement, then you need to check out the new Sportsman of North America's Your Ticket to the Outdoors DVD. Extreme hunting from all over North America, moose, elk, whitetail, and more. Let Sportsman of North America take you into adventure with the new DVD, Your Ticket to the Outdoors. Go to the sportsmanna.com website to find out how you can get yours today. Sportsman of North America, your ticket to the outdoors. Welcome back to Sportsman of North America. This segment is brought to you by Trichicon. A 2-year quest has taken Sportsman of North America's founder Keith Powell back down to a Mexican hotspot for giant whitetail bucks. And before the break, Keith found the buck that's been taunting him for 2 years. A tall racked buck that worked his way into the danger zone of Keith's Bowtech Guardian. After checking for ready does, the buck turned and gave Keith the shot he's been waiting for. Keith draws. The Grim Reaper broadhead did its job, zipping through the buck. Let's join up with Keith and good friend Mac Hay from Ranger Fence Company as they track the downed buck.
We looked at the shot, and it looked like I hit him a little bit far back. Looked like definitely liver, so we gave it 3 hours. And but, I mean, that was the right thing. I think, Mac.
Definitely.
So we got Mike McKay behind the camera now. Me and Mike, we're going to try to track this deer. Mike thinks he heard it crash, but what we did is just to be safe, because of the shot, we let it sit there for 3 hours. And he's pretty sure that the deer is going to be where he heard. But anyway, let's go see if we can find it. This is a good deer. So you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's get on it. This is right here is where last spot we saw him, and I haven't found the area yet. So. Yeah, right here. Oh yeah. That's good blood. Oh yeah, that's great. That's great blood. That's a good time, Mike.
I'm telling you, I think he's going to be right up here. Okay. It still doesn't make it any easier to track,
I'll tell you what, there's that thing. Here. I got blood right here.
Yep, it's good.
Blood here. That's blood right here. Here he is right here. Here he is right here. Looky here, baby.
I'll tell you, he was massive.
Mike. Good job, baby. All right. Good deal. Look at that deer, folks. Look at this baby. Look at the mass, Mike. Wow. Tell you what, that is an awesome, awesome management deer. How old is this deer, you think?
I think the deer is, it's over 6.5 for sure.
Look at that. Look at those bladed brow tines. Look at the bases. Look how gnarly that is. That's what you call popcorn, isn't it? I've never seen it like that.
He keeps his mass all the way throughout.
Yeah, he does. Look, he got long mane beams, doesn't he?
Great deer.
I tell you what, this is a great. Folks, we're on a management hunt, and this is a trophy deer in anybody's book. I want to tell you what, they've got a lot of deer on this ranch, and they've got a lot of these older, mature 8 points, and this is a 9 point, but that's all he's ever going to be. So they're wanting to take him off, and I mean, lucky for us that we get to come up here and shoot an awesome animal like this as a management deer. And I tell you what, I couldn't be more happy. This is my second year to hunt in Mexico and with Mike here, and I tell you, it's unbelievable. The animals here on this ranch are just great.
This is going to make the landowner really happy to take a deer like this out of the herd. He's done everything he could do.
Yep. All right.
Great deer. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mike. Folks, don't miss out on this great opportunity to be here with us. We got 2 lucky winners here with us this week. Visit us at sportsmanna.com. Let Sportsman of North America be your ticket to the outdoors.
Sportsman of North America, your ticket to the outdoors, is proudly taking you into God's great outdoors for extreme hunting excitement and adventures that dreams are made of.
Well, folks, you asked for it, and here we are. I'm Keith Powell with Sportsman North America, and almost 60% of you voted that you would like to win a Yamaha Grizzly ATV as our next grand prize giveaway. And that's why we're here in Richardson, Texas at Richardson Motorsports with good friend David Barnett. One lucky person will be holding the keys to this 2008 Yamaha Grizzly ATV. Folks, don't miss out on this great opportunity. Just go to our website and click on Grand Prize Giveaway and fill out the form. It's that easy, and you could be holding the keys to excitement. Don't miss out. Visit us at sportsmanna.com.
Trophy Taker was founded on a single revolutionary archery product, the Trophy Taker Fall-Away Arrow Rest. Dan Evans, the inventor of the Trophy Taker, wanted to build the perfect rest for hunting and tournament shooting, and we've done just that. When you need American-made dependability and quality, you have it in a Trophy Taker Arrow Rest. For more on the Trophy Taker and our full line of hunting sights, go to trophytaker.com. Trophy Taker, leading the way on the line and in the field. Welcome back to Sportsman of North America. This segment is brought to you by Rivers West. Bow hunting is an extreme sport, taking a hunter into some crazy and wild places, beautiful, majestic, and sometimes very dangerous. Bow hunter friend and co-host of Sportsman of North America, Mike McCabe, has found out just how dangerous the sport can really be. On May 24th, while on a bear hunt in Alberta, Canada, Mike was filming Keith Powell as a monstrous chocolate-faced black bear strolled into sight. Excitement filled the air as Mike leaned up and whispered to Keith, "I'm going to make your day. Here comes a giant chocolate." Mike proceeded to move into filming position and powered up the camera. The tragic event that followed will be deeply etched into our minds here at Sportsman of North America. Mike's friends and family never imagined how impactful a tragedy of this magnitude would affect their everyday life. Mike's tree stand gave way. After falling 25 feet, Mike hit the ground. The impact instantly knocked Mike's breath out. Keith quickly scrambled down the tree to Mike's side. Mike insisted on sharing his story with you. So maybe you, your friends, and your family will never go through the nightmare he and his family have experienced. Here's his story.
Folks, my name's Mike McCabe. I'm one passionate bow hunter. I've got a story for you. On the 24th of May this year, 08, I was hunting with a good partner of mine, Keith Powell. We had a lot of stuff to take into the woods. We had cameras, we had camera arms, we had all kinds of stuff. We just moved a tree stand area. We just bumped him up just a little bit because we wanted a little extra elevation out of the deal. And I didn't put a safety belt on. I sat in that stand for most probably 2 hours. I had a big chocolate bear come in behind me, and I was the one doing the filming for Keith. And he'd never really shot a big, bear. So this was going to make my night. So I tapped him on the shoulder, and I told him, I said, "I'm going to make your night, brother." I said, "We've got a giant chocolate bear coming in." And I turned the camera on, and I eased up, just stood up gently, and I started to turn around, and the worst thing in the world happened to me. The tree stand broke. I didn't find out exactly what happened to it, but the chain come loose from the top of the stand, and it dumped me. And let me tell you something, I had no safety belt on. With a safety belt, I would have been hanging there, and we would have been laughing about this. But what happened is I fell 25 feet. I broke my wrists. I've just had the plaster off these wrists about a week ago. I broke both wrists. I broke 3 places in this left wrist with the 2 longer bones. I broke 1 place over here. I broke 8 fractures on my right side in my rib cage. I broke 6 fractures on my left side of my rib cage. And when I hit the ground, my knees drove up into my chest and I broke my sternum. That would have been bad enough. But what happened? I ended up breaking my back, C3 and C4. And it left me paralyzed from about here down. And let me tell you something. It ain't no picnic. You get up in the morning and you realize that you can't walk. I mean, my feet, I can't feel. My legs, I can't feel. But I tell you what, I'm working with a great doctor, and I've got Jesus Christ on my side. And I believe that with that power, I'm going to walk again. I'm not quitting on this. I'm getting ready to head to Atlanta to go to one of the top specialized spinal injury clinics in the country. And I'm going to go and do what I can do there. And when I get back, I'm going to be working with the doctor that I'm working with right now. And I tell you what, I am going to do whatever it takes to walk again. Because I've got a passion. It's bow hunting. And that's what I do.
Medical expenses of an event like the one you've just heard are enormous. We here at Sportsmen of North America, as well as Mike's family, want to thank everyone for their support. Prayers, emails, and the financial donations sent in for Mike's continuing medical needs are much appreciated. At the request of family and friends, we here at Sportsmen of North America have set up a Mike McCabe Fund at Bank of America's nationwide. If you would like to donate, the information is at the bottom of your screen. Or go to the website, sportsmanna.com, for all of Mike's contact information. Thanks once again for all of your thoughts and prayers. God bless. That does it for this week's show. We're signing out until next time. Shoot straight and be safe. Thanks for watching Sportsmen of North America's TV show, where we are your ticket to the outdoors. If you like what you watched and would like to find out more about who we are and more about our fine sponsors, go to our website, sportsmanna.com. And if you're looking for a connection to the outdoors for hunting and other outdoor excursions, we're your ticket for that as well. Plan your next trip with us. Once again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week right here on Sportsmen of North America. This has been a Sportsman video production, bringing the outdoors home.